I went to San Diego Comic-Con 2024 and I'm going to show you the show floor highlights. Hi everyone and welcome to Still Only 35 Cents. We're just back from San Diego Comic-Con 2024 and I thought I'd share with you highlights from the show floor on day one. We're going to have a number of San Diego Comic-Con exclusives coming out of this channel, and if you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button and ring that notification bell for future content. If you like this video, make sure to hit the like button on the way out and leave a comment down below to let me know what you thought. And with that, let's hit San Diego Comic-Con 2024 show floor and see what the show has to offer. So this was my first San Diego Comic-Con, so I was excited to see what all the fuss is about. First up, I came across the COMICLINK booth, which had a great selection of original art that was coming up for their next auction, including this great Mike Kaluta House of Mystery 263, Bob Layton's Iron Man 130, and a Mike Mignola Frankenstein Underground 1 covers. I've put a link to the auction in the description below. Just left of that was the Comic Connect Metropolis booth, which again, they had a great selection of original art and graded comic books featured in their upcoming auction. Including an awesome selection of Silver and Golden Age keys, including Superman 1, Batman 1, Amazing Fantasy 15 and Hulk 1, amongst a host of others. Then I checked out some of the dealers at the entrance, including Big Clutch, REESE'S Rare Comics, Graham's Crackers,
Don't buy anything fantastic.
Bedrock City, and High Grade Comics. Again, I'll put links in the description down below. Of course, I couldn't come to San Diego Comic-Con without checking out the Marvel booth, which dominated the center of the show floor. It was an impressive display with a few highlights. At the back there were costumes from Deadpool and Wolverine, including Mr. Paradox, Cassandra Nova, and a TVA agent. Beside this, they had a brand new Marvel logo which featured Deadpool and a whole host of Marvel Cinematic Universe as well as Marvel animation characters. Moving around, they also had an impressive display of two variants of Sam Wilson's new uniform from Captain America: Brave New World.
I'm still there. It's weird to say. Yeah, but still, it's like, I feel like really want to surround this. Like maybe to go to the kitchen.
There are secrets hidden in this movie. Don't draw. Where's he gone? At least this time I face him. Now he's believed himself. He must be ready to resume his mission. The galaxy's greatest hope has only minutes until it literally goes up in flames and...
And finishing off, we were treated to a costume display for Wolverine, Deadpool and Dogpool. Across the way from there was an equally impressive Alex Ross stand. Which featured a whole host of his amazing prints of his artwork. Take a look at some of these classics here.
So it's just all those things are still. No, they should. Oh, what? The one with Liam Neeson.
Okay, so that's
Further down the show floor was DC Comics. Of note, the booth still featured the old DC logo and not the newly announced classic DC bullet that James Gunn showcased that same day. It also had the Penguin outfit on display.
it's really good. It's really very good. Yeah. Did I also have one of the biggest
For the merchandise or Discord?
Alongside a preview of exclusives available from the DC merchandise shop. This was a very, very busy booth. It was also interesting that when I was there very early on day one, that the queues were already capped and the booth was packed. Then we had Dark Horse, IDW featuring Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles display, And then I happened upon Bill Sienkiewicz's stall, where I bumped into my panel co-host, Neville Grail Hunters Howard, getting some of his books signed.
Have a great day. You too.
Before checking out the awesome artwork on display.
It is pretty wild. Because for a while it was kind of light, but now it's fun. Yeah.
Boom Studios were also there, as well as Rebellion and their booth, which featured 2000 AD alongside other Rebellion books. Gail Simone was also signing at the time that I visited the booth. Just slightly down from there was Image Comics, and part of that was Todd McFarlane's Comics and Toys section, which had a number of exclusives available for the show, as well as a display featuring some great new toys.
There's another guy behind.
I stumbled across the Fantagraphics booth and was lucky enough to be able to catch Jaime Hernandez during his signing window from 1 to 3 p.m.
Size comics. Yeah, my dad got a commission plan. He's still my dad's 80. But, all right. I'm sorry.
I was lucky enough to get the last copy of Love and Rockets, the sketchbooks hardcover that they had available on the booth, and queued up to get that signed and meet Jaime. He was really fantastic and very, very friendly to everybody who was getting books signed. I also let John and Richard from Bronze and Modern Gods know that Jaime was there, and they were able to finally meet up with him, and Richard got a book signed too. Again, I'll leave a link to that video down below. Next, I took a trip over to Heritage and checked out the original artwork at the end of their booth.
How much is it here?
As well as some of the amazing books that they have for their next signature auction. As always, I'll put a link in the description. One of the better booths, which had a lot of families in it, was the Lego booth, which had a number of different toys on display.
Oh my god!
Door fights. Come over here, buddy.
I'm like, can I get the car?
I wouldn't see why not.
As well as some really interesting new Star Wars Lego sets. Curiously, you had a Dark Falcon, and a very light coloured Darth Vader. So I'll be interested to see these sets when they finally come out.
That's, I don't think, yeah, I don't think they're, no one was, no one was.
Next up was the Star Wars booth, which unfortunately was one of the quieter booths, and that's likely due to the fact that most of the content was from the Acolyte, which further emphasises just how poorly received and universally disliked this series actually was.
I'm not going to question it. I'm not going to question it. And I actually looked at that. I was like, the first thing that really says it right there. Just like just do it before they notice anything. That was a cool look.
That would have been a cool conflict. Smell it in.
Hasbro had a nice Castle Grayskull display. Alongside this cute Luke Skywalker and Darth Vader bobblehead photo opportunity. Star Trek also had a booth and had a Star Trek menagerie experience with tons of different creatures. Japanese and manga inspired franchises were also well presented, with Demon Slayer, and this fantastic Ultraman booth where I got a chance to see fans interacting with a real life Ultraman.
Like this.
As well as Gundam. One strange curiosity that I love seeing was 80s Flash Gordon Sam Jones having his own booth and meeting fans.
For the day, thank you.
Similar to the Star Wars booth, the Doctor Who booth was very sparsely populated as well. Once again, I think this is indicative of the state of the franchise currently.
That's actually Godzilla.
One of my favourite booths was the Godzilla one. where I got to see a live Godzilla costume photo opportunity alongside some great Godzilla themed toys and models.
Excuse me.
The LEGO fun continued elsewhere on the show floor with this separate Marvel LEGO booth which featured this fantastic LEGO Spider-Man. And in addition to all the activations and booths on the show floor, there are a number of pop-ups outside of the event as well. And one of these was the great Dragon Ball Z one. As you can see here, this was a fantastic activation and pop-up that was hosted at the Marriott Marquis just next door and where I'd be doing my panel the following day. There were some great photo opportunities as well as some impressive dioramas and statues, including this great giant inflatable. It was also great to see this amazing little stand at the back with all of the characters in full size. And I was able to get some great footage of each of the characters in their dynamic poses. Before I left though, I thought it would be a great opportunity to get a post with me exploding in fire. And the wonderful thing about San Diego Comic-Con is that you never know who you're going to meet. So that's it. There's a nice little show floor tour for you. I obviously didn't capture everything. There'll be several more videos coming out over the next few days in terms of more Comic-Con 2024 content. We've got a great new giveaway coming. We're on our way to 1,000 subscribers. So if you're new to the channel, make sure that you subscribe and hit that notification bell for future content. And if you like that video, please make sure to hit that like button. I'd love to hear your comments down below and let me know what you thought of the content, what you thought of the show, especially those announcements from Marvel Studios at the Hall H panel. And with that, take care of yourselves and we'll see you very, very soon. Don't forget to check out our other videos or our weekly live stream, the Merry Monday Mail Call Show, as well as follow us at Still Only 35 Cents on Instagram, Facebook and X. Nuff said.